So now till here I was just talking about portal, what portal does, how portal has been improved from generation 1 to generation 3, then different types of portal like an employee portal, customer portal, partner portal, and then the different comparisons. So like I haven't gone to much detail for the comparison of each of the portal because of hello. Yeah, I haven't got into much detail about the comparison of each of the versions. So I thought I'll just concentrate more on version 8, which is WebSphere Portal 8 and features of it at a high level. Even these features, like we cannot do a deep dive because each feature, if we start talking about each of this particular feature in detail, it's going to consume maybe half an hour or more. So the main differences that I see from version, one of the main differences that I forgot to mention is the repository management. So like in 5.1 and 6, portal used to the LDAP repository, which was called as WMM, was sitting on the portal itself. So portal repository or the WMM sorry, was tightly coupled with the portal. In version 6 and even the federated repositories were not supported. So if I want to use multiple LDAPs, it was not supported. With version 6.1, they introduced something called as Virtual Member Manager, VMM, and which was sitting on the VAS or my WebSphere application server. So it was a component of VAS rather than a component of portal. It was also supporting my federated repository. So let's say if I have multiple repositories, one repository is in LDAP, another repository is in database, so I am able to support that, even though authentication and authorization should not be part of my database. But let's say if an organization wants to do that, it is able to support it after version 6.1. So what is exciting about version 8? So version 8 has talked about a three-dimensional aspect of today's world. So three-dimensional aspect of today's world are: I want to have my portal available anywhere, anytime. Second is a social platform. A portal should be a social platform. And the third dimension is integration with all my systems. So all these three things are being addressed as a part of WebSphere Portal version 8.2. Apart from this, there are some additional things that are also getting added, which are really value add for a portal implementation as a part of this particular version. Now WebSphere Portal 8 and Web Experience Factory. Initially it was called as Portlet Factory. Now it is called as Web Experience Factory. So Web Experience Factory is also very mature. It provides me a kind of an rapid application tool to develop my portlets and develop the portal application. So both these guys, WebSphere Portal and Web Experience Factory, together brings a capability to create, manage and deliver powerful online web experience, social, mobile, targeted content, integration with real-time analysis. So web analytics is very improved in version 8. Also, a tag analytics, context analytics can also be implemented as a part of my version 8. Okay, so I was talking about this. What WebSphere Portal 8 provides? It provides anytime, anywhere, any device. So taking example of mobile. So my portal is now a mobile portal. So I don't care if I'm in office, if I'm on road, if I am on at home, or if I am also doing my grocery. I can see the portal. I can log into my portal. I can do a lot of work. Then blogs, wikis, communities, collaboration, everything is being provided by the version 8. Then integrated, relevant, customized, and personalized. So probably I have my third view, that is a contextual view of the portal, which is an integrated view, very relevant to the customer, even customized based on my customer needs, and personalized. So even everything is getting provided as a part of this particular Portal 8 implementation. Now here what I am doing is I may not be able to, as I was saying, I may not be able to cover the entire feature, but I am broadly classifying these features into 3 to 4 different categories. One is social collaboration, second is mobile, third is analytics, and fourth is integration and the entire versatile framework of the Portal 8. So the integration, I am just going to talk about the web application bridge. I am not going to talk about WAI, that is WebSphere application integrator, iframe integration, and so on and so forth, because of the time constraint. So social collaboration. So I believe everybody who is attending this particular call will be on either Facebook or LinkedIn, because it seems that world is getting shrinked because of Facebook. Collaboration is happening because of LinkedIn. My professional collaboration is happening, and if you see, 1/7 of all the online time is spent on social network. So how important has become a social collaboration to us? Now, what do you mean by social collaboration? Social business is a part of social collaboration, wherein like it means harness your social intelligence through engagement with customer, partners, and employee. So reach to the people where they live. You can monitor what the people are doing, discover new business insights, analyze idea, identify idea, engage people to engage productivity, and act on insight for business advantage. So integrate social capabilities into the enterprise in order to add new opportunities, make better decision, optimize process in real time, govern and manage things. So this is in a nutshell my social business platform. So user experience, as we were talking about, mobile, web, desktop. Then social business capabilities, wherein like I'll be able to reach people, engage people using content, and do a social analytics. So whatever people are using, I'll be able to do analysis on that. And the bottom layer is about the process management, information management, governance, and life cycle. Then there will be different delivery models like cloud, hybrid cloud, a dedicated server, and so on and so forth, but we are not going to touch upon that. So now let's talk what Portal 8 brings in a plate of this particular socialization or collaboration features. So IBM connections. So IBM connection, just you have to integrate that as a part of your community pages, and then there are portlets that are available for which are IBM connection portlets. So these connection portlets, there are dozens of portlets that are available, like activities, log, summary, so on and so forth. So I am not going to go into detail of what each portlet is going to do, but there is a seamless integration between an IBM connections and IBM portal. Even we are not going to talk about what IBM connection is, but in a gist, it gives me a tool for my collaboration, blogs, bookmarks, profiles, wikis, forums, which is a collaboration tool for me and which I am going to use. Community pages. So like what are community pages? So if your community contains a forum, you can add the forum portlet to a community page. The portal site visitor can view and interact with the forum content from the portal site. You can automatically create new communities for your pages during page template instantiation. So if you want to add those portlets, so if your community contains a forum, so like let's say if you have a community and that community is having a forum, and if you want to add that particular forum to your community page, you will be able to do that. The portal site visitors can view and interact with the forum. Then there is a search integration, tag integration, profile integration with connections that is available as a part of version 8. So when I was talking about all these features, in a nutshell, you are going to get something like this. So this is implemented in IBM, and what we have found out is an estimated 90% of the IBM content that is getting generated is contributed by regular employees. So this is the same example wherein like community supports collaboration on a shared goal or interest. So this is a blog wherein like I have a blog and I can contribute to the blog. I have sub communities over here. I have like on the left hand side I can see different tags, what I tagged to, and I can see who are all members. I can follow the community, I can join the community. So this is a seamless view for a user who is logging into portal. Now apart from this, still version 8 social features are not yet completed. So it provides IBM same time, so integration with the same time instant messaging, then people awareness. So like if people want to view the business card information, they'll be able to see that. Then blogs and wikis. So a set of pre-installed web content libraries are supplied to allow you to add blogs and wikis features to your websites or your communities or your portal pages. So over here you can use the blogs and library features and wikis. Then tagging and rating the portal content is available. So that is one of the excellent feature I would say. So tagging, rating of the content is available. So if for example user can tag or rate a book in an online store, if a store is having a portal for a customer, they can tag a book, they can rate a book. So all these features are out of the box available in the portal itself now. So this is the social sharing. If I want to share some file, I can share this file. I can see this file is being used by, this file is viewed by who all people, this is used by how many people. So I'll be able to see, I'll be able to get a social graph of involvement of an activity, which is let's say a CEO or CIO of an organization. Or let's say you are project manager, let's not go about CEO, CIO. Let's say if your project manager want to put a document and like a kickoff document of the project, and then he or she want to see who all have read this particular document, then who have accessed this document, who have tagged this document, everything can be done. The other exciting feature about it is the OpenID integration. So OpenID integration is enable user to authenticate using an existing OpenID with portal to authenticate, register. So if I have a Facebook ID, Google ID, Yahoo ID, the OpenID integration will allow me using that particular ID to log into my portal. So it provides a SSO experience for your site with full controls. It simplifies enrollment and profile update. It retrieved user data from the external services. So this is one of the important feature that is again provided by version 8. So integration with OpenID. Now in a nutshell, these are the collaboration tools that are provided by WebSphere Portal 8. So profiles, communities, file sharing, wikis, activities, forum, media gallery, document library, ideation blogs, then bookmark, microblogging, then social analytics, and homepage. And homepage is like, it's a very rich UI, a very rich framework with Web 2.0 features, a customizable look and a personified look for the user. So let's jump to the analytics. Mohini, just want to do a time check. We have still 10 minutes, right?
Amol, you can carry on. We have 10 minutes.
Okay. Okay, thanks. So analytics. So analytics using WebSphere Portal 8. So what all Portal 8 provides as a part of my analytics? So I'll be able to know from this analytics how popular my portal is. Let's say even if it's an employee portal, I'll be able to know how much employee are using it, what is the specific area the user is looking into, how many users are hitting that particular application, that particular content, which is a popular content or which is a popular application in the organization. So there can be decisions that can be easily made if I know that a popularity of a content or an application can be addressed using the analytics. So this analytics can also know my stakeholders that, okay, what is the demand of this particular portal application and why we need to implement a portal in my organization. Then apart from that analytics, version 8 also provides Act Analytics. So it captures visitors' behavior data directly from the web browser to ensure that every action is recorded. So whatever a user is doing, I'll be able to capture that. I'll be able to know what is the user tendency, how he is accessing the portal, where the user is going. So from a tracking perspective, from an analytics perspective, this is a very important feature wherein I'll be able to know what is the problem that the user is facing when he want to locate a piece of content, when the user is trying to locate a piece of application. So what is his or her navigation path? And analyzing that, I can change my taxonomy, I can change my navigation structure. So continuous improvement can be possible using this analytics. It dynamically accommodates all the content changes. So like if there is a content change, it accommodates that and you don't need to tag that particular content for the analytic purpose again and again. It creates a comprehensive record of visitors interaction, and client also do not have to predefine segments, visitors event, campaign, category or analysis. Then server-side analytics. So using server-side analytics, you can gather information about page, site visitors, management activities. Page and visitor management activities include creating, reading, updating and deleting. Session activities include login, logout, timeout and login failures. So this is how analytics in a portal can uh, help an organization to grow, help an organization to take decisions. So this particular content, like the first grid is showing that social search returns people as well as content. So like if I am doing in social search, overall people are using that particular content can be done. So their recommendation ranking can be done. Then I can get a community matrix. How many users are using this community? What is a piece of content in that community that is getting leveraged, and so on and so forth. Now we are moving to another important aspect of today's world, that is mobile. So everybody wants to have their application and mobile application nowadays. So there are different types of mobile application, like native application, hybrid application, combination of an or a web application, which can be accessed via mobile. So we are not going to deep dive into the mobile based application, but we are just going to concentrate on what 8.0 provides for the mobile vision. So it provides a comprehensive suite of mobile solution. It provides devices appropriate user interface for smartphones and tablets. It provides enterprise governance and security capabilities, and mobile application extensions and user experiences to build on mobile solution. So apart from this, I just want to touch upon one of the products that IBM has for the mobile development, which is called as WorkLite, and then there is a path for the putting that particular mobile application on your WorkLite application. But if you have a portal, you can have a different path wherein you can use mobile portal accelerator, which is if your site needs support of broad range of mobile devices, then mobile portal accelerator provides a mobile multiple channel server solution. So mobile portal accelerator offers multi-channel server, mobile device repositories, and it supports currently 8,400 devices. Hello?
Yes, Mr. Amol?
There was a disturbance. I am audible or?
Yeah, you're audible.
Okay. So apart from this mobile portal accelerator, there is a mobile portal, WebSphere portal mobile experience, which is also there. Then Web Experience Factory, using the Web Experience Factory also provides mobile development features. In order to develop my application for HTML5, which and geographical location is covered in WebSphere Web Experience Factory. So all these different aspects, what they provide me is they provide me a WebKit theme supports for Android, iPad, BlackBerry, and iPhone. It provides me a lightweight visual rich exploiting CSS3 visual effects, mobile page layout. WebSphere portal provides a versatile framework, which I was talking about. So it provides me an entire framework which is able to do a task aggregation. It also have multiple level navigation, customized themes and skin, and custom arrangement of the portlets. So integration platform. So there are different ways of doing integration, as I was talking about. One of the way of doing integration with your application is if you want to do a seamless application, you can do you can use Web Application Bridge. Web Application Bridge uses HTML, iframe, and reverse proxy technology. So this is in nutshell what the WAB, or we call it WAB, provides. So the web browser sends an HTTP request to the virtual web application. The virtual web application repeats the request to the content provider on the behalf of web browsers. Now it is passing selected HTTP headers cookies. The content provider generates a response, and the virtual web application repeats the response generated by the content provider to the browser with selected HTTP headers cookies, which may be forwarded from my response 3. So this is one of the way of doing integration with the external application. The other way of doing integration is iframe, using web application integrator. Then like if you have SAP based application, then SAP based portlets are available. So there are different ways of integration, as I was talking about. So in a nutshell, this was all